Fine, let's shoot this vlog. I have lost everything. Thursday, life is fine in Ireland. Friday, literally everything changes. One quick decision, one suitcase, one flight, shutting the door on a decade of life, and moving to India to total uncertainty.
What happened?
Oh, everything that could have happened happened. Like the good stuff too. You saw the vlogs of traveling around the world and the business growing and everything else, but then what you don't see behind all of that glam and movement and momentum and the positivity and the success is the struggles of a growing team, the decisions that have to be made that really have huge implications, and then compounded with my uncertainty around the visa situation in Ireland. Literally, I could not apply for visas to travel because of my uncertainty. I couldn't extend my landlord with the place I was staying. There was all of this uncertainty, and it literally came to a head 10 days ago with hardly a week with my entire future in the hands of the decision makers and governments, knowing if I should stay or if I should go. And then came the craziness. My grandfather passed away in the UK. My family having food poisoning. My sister being hospitalized. Then she's moving to Ecuador this week. And I felt totally isolated, lonely, powerless in Ireland. And I knew I had to do something. And so I did. I left.
What if?
And there were a lot of what ifs, right? That's the stuff that kept me up at night, literally for weeks. For the last month, I've been thinking, what if they do renew my visa? Maybe everything work out, I can visit my sister later on, and I keep the business going. But what if they don't renew my visa? Then I have to fire people, I have to shut down the business, or move bank accounts. Move where? Like, what are my options? I've spent the last 8 years in Ireland. All of my community, my choir, my church, my friends, and my opportunities, everything is based there. So what if they don't renew it? Then what happens? And then my friends jumped in and they wanted to help and I wanted them to help. And like, what if you apply for this? And what if you talk to this person? And the reality was difficult, but the uncertainty and the what ifs, the scenarios, the situations, that actually was what tormented me finally. Was not stay or go. What tormented me was all the opportunities and feeling really stuck and feeling totally helpless and not knowing go left or go right. And it wasn't even as simple as left or right. It was like 100 different options and not knowing which one I could do.
So what now?
It's actually the advice I've always given, right? Start now, start simple. And simple is an understatement. I have nothing here. I don't even have a bank account. I don't even have account, government ID numbers and stuff. Like, I've not lived here for ages. So I actually never really lived in this country, even though I'm an Indian citizen. So I'm starting from scratch, literally pulling out papers and going, hi, I'm Daniel, can I apply for a bank account? And then realizing it's not that simple. I need that document and that document, and I'm living in rural India. It's really tough. So I just had to start really, really basic. It's also about coming back to little stuff, reading a book. That can't be taken away from me. Finding ways to slow down time in the madness of everything. My piano from 25 years ago is here and playing piano. I don't have my choir or the band, but I've got music. You guys know that fitness is necessary for greatness, and the gym, the free gym here has a couple dumbbells and 2 machines. But you know what? That's what I got. Start now, start simple. So use what I have. I'm applying that same advice I keep giving out all the time.
Why here?
India. Like I said, it actually was not an easy decision. This is not a safety net. This is not an upgrade. But I have my family, and they've always loved me and cared for me and supported. They're the only constants. Even with all the moving, they were the only people that have always known me, and so I knew how to be here. And it really is about being intentional. I was intentional about surrounding myself with the people that know me best. Now, with this vlog and with a few phone calls I'm making people, I'm being intentional about reconnecting with my community and my friends back in Ireland that I literally left like that, didn't even tell anybody. Now reconnecting with them. I used to meet people for teas and coffees with business. Now I do it over Zoom. I used to have an office. Now I sit at the dining table. I'm just making the best. I'm being present, being intentional, being present right now with what I do have.
What are you feeling?
So on the flight over, disappointment, anger, frustration, a lot lot of concern and anxiety, not knowing what's going to happen, a little bit of resentment with the situation, but all that stuff holds you back, keeps you connected with the past. And so for me, it's been about practicing gratitude, and that's an active verb, practice gratitude, because I don't wake up like I did even 2 weeks ago. Like, oh, life is great, I feel good, I'm grateful. No, I wake up going, there's so many unknowns. But then I think back to February with the German speaking tour. I think back to April on the beach in Florida. I see all the wonderful emails and the messages on Instagram and stuff, and it's really encouraging and motivating. And yeah, so I'm just practicing gratitude, the little stuff. You know, it's all about the little stuff. That message here, that comment there, that email there. That's the stuff that makes me grateful. Just going back to basics.
What next?
What next? Well, that is a really good question. The answer is, I don't know what is next. But you gotta have hope, right? You got to keep your eyes, ears, hands, heart, mind open to the possibilities. Even though there's so much going on, and even though there's so many unknowns, if I keep staring at the door that's closed, I'll never see the doors are open. So it's about seeking and pursuing hope, however hard that is. However tough that is, you just got to do it. It's the only way to move forward. And so I'll let you know when I know. Right now, gratitude and seeking hope.